Little lemur clocks down. Uncle Carrot is worried. Yummy food, munch, 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 munch.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Book Days! The adventure of the day is inspired by the book Who Loves Little Lemur by Ann Whitford Paul, illustrated by J. Flegg. Today, Little Lemur has a big question. Who loves him? As he swings, explores, and plays, he begins to discover that love isn't always something that's obvious. Sometimes it's tucked away in everyday moments, like a cozy snuggle, a favorite snack, or a silly game with someone special. This sweet and gentle story is a beautiful reminder that love surrounds us in ways we might not always see. Who Loves Little Lemur is a celebration of connection, comfort, and knowing you're cared for just the way you are. Find the book on Amazon today. And now it's time to meet a very special lemur. Or maybe a few. Are you ready? It's going to be an epic adventure. Let's go.
I am so excited to be here at the Alabama Gold Coast Zoo, here in the lemur exhibit with Sonda Soaps, the Education Program Manager. Sonda, thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely, we're happy to have you. The boys were thrilled. They loved your book.
We are hanging out today. Today is all about lemurs, and we're literally here in the lemur exhibit. How cool is this? So Sonda, what is one of the first things we should know about lemurs?
Lemurs come from Madagascar, and they are one of about 104 species of lemur there on the island just east of Africa. And these guys are about 7 to 25 years old. My boy Zorro there, who's taking a bit of a nap, he is 25. He's our oldest lemur here at the zoo.
Oh, so 25 is old for a lemur?
Yes.
Wow. Now, in the book, little lemur is trying to find out who loves him, right? And he finds out that his whole family loves him, his aunts and grandmas. How communal are lemurs?
Lemurs are very communal and wild. They will often live in troops of 15 to 20. Girls are in charge. These are all boys, but it's a matriarchal society, and you can see, there we go, and they're showing you how much they love each other. They do a lot of grooming, they sit together a lot, and they take care of each other.
That is so precious. Now, I see these are the same lemurs as the ones in the book with the ringtails.
Yes.
How many types of lemurs are there?
There are about 104 species. We actually have 4 of them here at our zoo. There are brown lemurs, there are red ruffed lemurs, black and white lemurs. There's even a lemur who's only as big as your thumb.
No way.
They eat flower pollen.
As big as your thumb. I had no idea. These are the types of lemurs I always think about that come from Madagascar.
Yep. They were in the movie.
Oh, we're on the move. Whoa, those tails are massive.
They use them for various things that can't hang from them. They aren't monkeys. Okay, I'm going to read the book myself. Okay, fine. But they do use them for balance. They like to hold on to them like a blanket, as a little security blanket.
So what do lemurs eat? What is their typical diet?
They're herbivores, which means they eat fruits and vegetables. And even in the wild, they'll eat flower and pollen. Here at the zoo, they get a variety of things. This morning, they had some cauliflower and carrots and some acorn squash.
Wow, that is like a Michelin four-star restaurant. Cauliflower and buttercup squash, that is so cool. I eat pretty well. Oh, there we go. Oh, now we're grilling.
Yes, keeping our tail clean is very important.
They kind of remind me a little bit of mannerisms of like cats.
They do remind me of cats as well. They like to stare, they like to clean, and they like to ignore you.
What are some other fun habits of lemurs that we don't know?
They do enjoy sitting in the sun, and in the story they talked about sitting in the sun. They do something special called the sun meditation. So it's kind of like yoga for lemurs. And they will sit and face the sun and put their hands on their knees and just kick back and enjoy the breeze.
So that isn't something that's fictitious. They actually look like they're doing yoga.
Nope, we come in and sometimes all 3 of them be lined up facing the sun, just warming their bodies.
Now, do their tails, are they strong enough to wrap around?
No, they're not prehensile like other marquee tails. Lemurs belong to a group of primates that we call prosimians. That they are primates, but they're not quite monkeys. So they can hang from their tails. They have enough muscle strength within them But they do help with balance. And like I said, they'll be like the whole lock them and clean them and they clean each other's tails.
Is it he or she?
They're all boys. So leaning out gently with Peter, you might be able to touch his bad a little bit. Okay.
Here we go. Very soft. Very soft.
Very soft. Almost like a stuffy, but they're alive.
But it is like a stuffy.
No, one cool thing about lemurs is they actually have hand prints just like we do. Their fingers had handprints. If they left fingerprints somewhere, one of them committed a crime, I could figure out who did it. Really? They grow fingernails, they don't have claws. And their teeth, you saw all the grooving they'd be doing. Their teeth grow so close on the bottom, it's called a tooth comb. And that's what they use to groove each other.
They do a lot of grooming.
Absolutely. Cleanliness is very important for a lemur. They let you stay clean. We've had a lot of rain lately, so they've been doing a lot of grooming.
So the rain doesn't bother them then?
Not particularly. They have their houses if it gets too freezing. But if you like a nice cool rain in the summer. And we just saw they were sitting over here by the fan. They are so adorable. The lemurs here, we've had a baby about 2 years ago. One of our lemur pairs out on our ringtail island, they had a little baby that was born on Easter, so they made him carrot. He was very sneaky, stayed with his mom until he learned how to climb around a little bit. He's still out there, 2 years old now, so he'd be considered a teenager. But lemurs do take good care of their babies. They'll sit on their backs as they get bigger, and the mom will fold them just like humans do.
So what are your typical routines here at the zoo?
Then the morning we'll come out and do some cleaning, of course. Lemurs, people often ask, do they make a very good pass? No, they don't. They go to the bathroom about every 10 minutes. So if they can't be house trained, and they will seize a litter box. So I get some cleaning this morning before you got here. Oh, wait, here the keepers come out and they will check it. Everybody follow the live check. They check everybody's healthy and doing fine. Oh, I know there's an airplane. Pretty cool. And they'll feed them their morning breakfast. I've given them some of it already. And then throughout the day, because we take them to the exhibit, guests can actually come in and visit with them just as they're doing it. So they get to come in and help the lemurs have some of their food.
Oh, so fun.
A lot of raking goes on around here.
Okay. Like have gardening. Yes.
This creature is safety. They do like to grass when it's small. And sometimes if I trim things, they will play with the cuttings. And we'll see right above you. There's a little bit of wax myrtle in a branch. They trade out little different things for them to play with. The snip, we call it enrichment. The things that we see here in the exhibit. That's a fire hose over that's woven, an old fire hose. Different tunnels for them to play with to keep them healthy physically and to give them mental challenges. Sometimes we'll hide their food around the exhibit so that they got to go hunting just like they would in the wild.
What's maybe some other things that we don't know?
Let's see here. Easy, you wouldn't guess about lemurs. There you go. We actually call their hands and feet, not paws, but actually hands and feet. And they do have the passes for almost a kind of a thumb, not only on their front hands, but even on their back feet. We might see some behavior that will let us know that they know that you're visitors here. On the forearm, you see a little brown catching skin. That's actually a scent gland. They will rub their arms on things around the exhibit to let each other know I've been here and to let you know that this is their homing thing or you're visiting. So it looks like he's doing sunbathing over there in the shade. No, but he does like to sit. Sometimes they'll sit like he needs you. Like, oh, yep, they're sitting there like a little old man back there. Now, telling them apart, for me, I usually tell them apart by the shape of their ears. With our black and white lemurs, sometimes we tell them apart by the patterns of the white over their shoulders or around their necks. These guys, their ears are all different. See this one here? He's got one ear a little bit shorter on one side. Zora's ears are very flat and big. He's kind of like that Chihuahua ears over here.
There you go. Do they like to be together?
They do, and you see, but one were Dova, one joined, and now the other one was like, oh, maybe you should all just hang up over here together. First time they came over to say hello to us. Sometimes you're a little more quiet about things. Tell you what, let me get a truth for them and see if we could get them up on the railing.
What would you like to have some breakfast, Miss Cassie? So, you like to choose what you like?
Don't.
Do not be rude to that old man. Come on. Avocado sort.
Wow, look at this.
I know, we're being weird. Come on. This is called station training. It helps the zookeepers see if their health. They come up and sit and they eat. But we can see what they're doing. Now, we do give them fruit occasionally. They would eat more fruit out in the wild. Now, they can't swing by those tails, but the tail does help them navigate jumping. They're very good jumpers. You see, they'll pick things up and choose what they want to eat. And as you notice, they like to have their own space. Thank you very much when it's dinner time.
Oh, yes.
You might have heard some of their howls a little bit. They make about 20 different sounds.
Oh, my.
Everything from I'm feeling okay, you're okay, to I'm a little worried. Occasionally we'll hear boys out on the island, I know, and they're good housekeepers. Don't want that beast, they just throw it on the ground. But the other keepers will take care of it and they clean it up later.
Well, thanks so much for coming to this bookie episode. Sonda, this has been a once-in-a-lifetime experience with your precious lemurs. We had fun, didn't we, guys? Yes, we sure did.
They enjoyed the book with you. I'm glad to have you visit with us. And Avocado and Butterfingers and Zorro say, have a great day, guys, and thanks for sharing the book with us.
Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Want more book days? Well, the adventure has only begun. Check out these episodes and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures.